What's up, YouTubers, one and all? My name is MFT, and today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers. Well, actually, it's not Transformers officially. It's this is Mech Fans Toys NB01 Overlord NB, or just basically the upscale version of Iron Factory's Evil Lord, aka Overlord. In the box, we got your product shot and whatnot. You got down the back, and these ramps kind of suck, as you'll see. I've seen a few things, although the art is really good. You can clearly see that. This is like clearly from the IDW stuff, I can tell. And let's open it up, because I want to see what's different about the packaging here. Alright, so we're gonna open it up. So the instructions come inside this very good detailed instruction booklet or pamphlet or whatever. And then you got the figure inside this case. So let's get him open up and see how cool he actually is. Before you ask, yes, this is Overlord. I'm doing this mode first, and I'm not going to transform back into this mode because it just sucks. It already does. I mean, first of all, this broke during transformation because the joint was very stiff, so it just broke off. I just basically managed to just merge it back together using simple mechanics. Also, this is an instruction sheet just in case you haven't looked at it. Which I think you have, which in that case is probably a boring thing because I didn't rewatch the clip that I went to do this thing, so there's that. I don't like the base mode, and I'm just going to get out of it. But first, let's compare it to a human. Let's compare it to a Legion class. Let's compare it to a Commander class. Let's compare it to a Legion class in robot mode. Which I have none in robot mode at the moment. Although Soundwave's probably the easiest. There you go. Here is a Commander class in robot mode. And kind of fitting, considering the fact that he is his arch nemesis in some continuities. Here it is next to a Deluxe class. I have no Voyage class transform. Philip. Well, I mean, you have him, which I will be reviewing soon, don't worry. And you have someone like, well, need I say more? Anyways, let's get him out. Let's get him out of base mode. Alright? We're not doing base mode anymore. So just take this off, take it all off. Alright. Alright. How to transform him into his, vehicle mode per se. Well, first of all, you need to take this and do it like that. And keep... Yeah. This is kind of hard. You know, there's some aspects I like about it, but there's some aspects I don't. And the base mode is definitely one of those aspects I really think is the weakest. And I'm not going to transform into that ever again, in truth. Like, seriously, that base mode can just... It's worse than trying to even compare it to a real base mode, like Trypticon from Planet X, which I so wanted to get, but I couldn't. And yes, I'm just talking right now because just you can see the transformation. Flip this down like so, blah blah blah. You know, it's kind of lackluster. You know, it's parts forming, but you are supposed to parts form Overlord. It is part of the character. Like, you have two vehicles that combine. There's no way you can tell me you can't parts form him because you have to. So flip this down. Really makes a scary noise, you know what I mean. And just bring these up if you haven't already. You just clip in right there. There's the wings. You bring these up, and then you bring the shoulders up, which will just also end up retabbing the... There. Yeah, this guy's a little fiddly. I mean, I like the robot mode. I like the vehicle modes, but I hate the base mode. Alright? That's kind of why I just want to get the base mode over with before we really start the actual stuff. So, you basically bring it like this. It's supposed to just clamp over and just sit there. There's that. And you might be wondering, well, where's the gun? I don't have it on screen at the moment, but here it is. You're going to keep that flipped in, and you're going to slot it there. And really, this is just part forward. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to why this thing is the way it is, but hey, this is actually an upscale version of Iron Factory. So take that as you will. In fact, he scales well with Earthspark Megatron, as you will see in robot mode. But, yeah. Clearly, we have something that is of interest to us. And I really do like it. I really do like how they've done it. You know, I kind of wish that I kind of got the Iron Factory version so it'd be a bit more scale. But you know what? For its scale at the moment, it actually scales well with, you guessed it, Legacy Tarn, which I have still yet to get from Amazon. Note to self, never pre-order from Amazon again unless you're very sure that it's gonna happen. Which I am not sure, which is why I ordered the Rise of the Beast figures from Amazon, from Hasbro Pulse. And I'm gonna do the same with, you guessed it, Scourge. Because I don't trust Amazon anymore with pre-orders. They're gonna be delivering on the exact same day, but whatever. Anyways, so they don't roll. First of all, he doesn't roll, but he flies, so I guess that's a plus, I don't know. And, here he is next to Earthspark Megatron, and I really think that looks well. I really do. Now, comparing it to something like this, yeah, kind of doesn't. You know, it scales well with most of the other stuff. I mean, you would have this, or you would have this, I'd say, because, like, we don't really, well, in a fan story that I'm reading, we're basically going to be getting Optimus versus Overlord, which is something that has never happened in the comics that I've read or seen, apparently. Oh, and Twitch, because why not? Now, because I don't have Earthspark fully transformed, this is going to be his replacement. But, yeah. Now, comparing it to, say, like, Commander classes and whatnot, scaling kind of works, I guess. And in the Legion class, yeah, I mean, there's that. I mean, it's not bad or anything. Also, if you want to get something like a leader class, look no further than Jetfire. But, yeah, there's that. Transformation to robot mode is honestly more fun than turning to base mode. First, but also, yes, these are missing because apparently it had none. Or that's what I've seen. Anyways, so with the amount of time I try to transform this now, it's falling apart a lot more easier and allowing me to transform easier. So I'm glad for that. First, you want to split this apart. You want to take this part off. You want to take this part off. And you're going to bring this part down and bring the foot out. It requires a little finagling, but there's the foot. Now, before you ask, these are going to be... Now, before you ask, these are going to be his kneecaps. You can literally take off his kneecaps. That is hilarious. But, you need to be, like, oriented carefully. You also need to tab it all in and whatnot. But, and then this just goes on the back. You got this little tab here, and it's just going to, well, not like that. It's this one, I think. But basically, you're supposed to tab it in the back, and yep, it's that one. And that's the full foot done. That's the full leg. So you need to do the exact same thing on the other side. Flip this around. Make sure to get the leg out and foot all the way. Get this. Now it's on this tab. And just tab it in. Like so. Bring this. Make sure it's flapped down. And just slot it in like so. There you have both legs all done. You're going to come to here. You can just rip this off if it's broken. Because it's broken on my copy. You're going to bring these down if you haven't already. Bring these down. You're going to bring these down. And, yeah. Yeah, there's that smiling face. And, my God, it's a little creepy, but oh well. You're going to use these little nubs here to flip the hands out. And then push them out more. And then just push them back in. What I do with these, I actually take these off. And put them like this. And make his legs a lot more streamlined, per se. Like, I actually do this. And you can do it too. It's totally up to you. But I like it because it creates more space on his arms, and I'll show you why it creates more space on his arms. And then you're just going to flip these down. Flip these down, and keep these parts up. You don't do anything with the back, because you don't need to do anything on the back anymore, even though I do like detail on the back, but it just ruins it, because it's just for base mode only. And then you simply just plug it in. I said you simply just plug it in. Yeah. Like that. And like that. And ladies and gentlemen, there is Overlord in his robot mode, and holy sweet mother Jesus, this thing is cool. And yeah, he scales well with Scorponok. Yeah. We're going to do side comparison in a moment, but first let's arm him up a little bit. We're going to take the gun, and we're going to put it on the side as if it's a fusion cannon or something. Then we're going to get his sword out, and just put it in there. Do the exact same thing on your side. And what's great about this peg is that you can use this for the shield. So, there's all decked up, and oh yeah, there's a little customization. You can just make him with a smirk instead of a big ass smile. Just pop the ball joint off. Like, you seriously just pop it off, and then you pop this one on. And this is actually the one that it comes with in the box. I just took off the one in the box and put on the cheeky ass smile. Like, this is a shit eating grin. Like, seriously. And before you ask, yes, there is red in the eyes, just so you know, but you can barely see it on the camera. But yeah, there's that. Some fun size comparison. You've already seen this one, but I really want to pull it out again. Earthspark Megatron versus him. And because this is overscaled, it cannot unfortunately fit inside these pegs. So, unfortunately, there's that. Now, bring in the Scorponok. And he's scaling between them and the enemy. And, yeah. You see a little bridge happening, but these two work together. No, seriously, they actually do in the comics. It's spoilers, unfortunately, but get to the one later. You want to compare it to something like The Fallen? Well, why not? Compare it to actual Megatron that can kick his ass, because I'm not sure if Earthspark can. There you go. You know, I will take one or the other, because, you know, it could be fun. Compare next to Optimus, because we haven't seen those two fight. Like, seriously, this is amazing. And, you want a deluxe class? Sure, I'll give it to you. Well, then again, no, wait, you already got the deluxe class with Megatron, never mind. Let's bring in Shockwave, I guess? I don't know. How about what the scaling should be, what scaling shouldn't be, and rather should be in scale with, if you got the Iron Factory version instead of the upscale. Yeah. So there's that. Articulation wise, he has the ball joint so he can go all the way around. He can have to do 360, just be careful of the ears. Arms are on a ball joint shoulder and whatnot. These can move in and out. These can hinge in and out. These can swivel. He got a huge elbow joint. He's got no waist rotation. He can do the full splits. He can go back that far. He can go forward that far. He can spin at the hips, I guess? I don't know. He's got a big knee joint. What am I saying? Unfortunately, he has nothing else besides that. And, oh yeah, he's got ankle tilts. That's it. That's really it for Overlord. I like the figure. Again, I don't hate the figure. Well, I hate the figure's base mode, but I like everything else. But I don't like that the shield broke. But that's just my copy. Be careful on your copy, alright? Just take all the weapons off. And we're going to parts form him back into vehicle mode to end the review, because I'm not doing base mode. Like, just look up base mode yourself, really. Or, I don't know. So you're going to angle like that, and you're going to bring it up like that, and just, well, first you're going to need to open these up, flip it in, like so, and just tab back in. Then you got this tab here that you're going to clip there. You know, essentially, you're just folding the figure in on itself. That's really all you're doing. Fold the figure on itself. Slot that in the right spot. Keep his head aligned like so. Take these off. This is what I do. I just split them to the side like so. And then you just take this and you just tab it in like so. There's a jet mode. But for the legs, you also need to take these wings as well, because they're important. And you might want to pop that back in. Take these off, because you're not going to need them. They're only for base mode. You pop these off. Pop this off. And you're just going to straighten out the foot like so, and just push it in. Then you're going to flip this out. You're going to bring it out like so. Do the exact same thing on the side. Flip that out. Snap that in. And just bring the foot in a nice position like that. Leave that like so for now. You're going to finish up the jet mode by adding the wings. Add them like this, so they don't fold over entirely. Add them like this. And tab that in, but there you go. There's a jet mode. You're going to finish tabbing it in. You're going to take the gun, flip this in like so, and you're going to fold that in like that. tab the tank mode together. And finally, what you do with this, you're going to flip this out, and you're going to tab. It's a little finicky, but it's doable. You're going to tab that in like so. You're going to take this, flip it out. Tab it in like so. And that's it. That's Overlord and the end review. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you liked the beginning clip because it's actually something that I'm prepared for. Note how the beginning clip was unlike anything you've experienced. Like, this is not from the comics or anything. Like, this is something original. I am officially adding my own lore. Well, in a way. In a way. Don't quote me on that. But I'm basically making a story. And the only way I can make the story, per se, is beginning and ends of reviews. Because why not? I could do commercial break review things, like where something takes too long. I could go, okay, commercial break, I'll throw in a clip there. But in the end, this is basically what we have. And I'm like, you know what? I'm all in for it. However, there is something I will do. And that something is, when I get the official stuff, like when I get what I have for the thing, like basically the store that I'm making, most likely, since I'm going to be having Holly on there for all of them, I am most likely certainly going to be adding lots of clips there just to make the story a lot more prevalent, because those videos are going to be long, and I want you entertained. I don't want you sitting there listening to us talk for so long, because let's face it, I promised Holly that I would review this thing with her. And no, this is not this thing. I'm talking about the thing that I'm getting in the mail very soon. If I've mentioned it already, then, well, screw me, I guess. But then again, you're going to get the hint anyway if you watch my upcoming preview of Transformers Rise of Unicron premiere. So, take that as you will. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and as always, to all the